Good afternoon. Welcome to SIMED INNOVA. Today, we are holding an International PropTech Startups Demo Day. First of all, I would like to thank Malaga for sponsoring and supporting this great initiative to help international startups getting visibility and investors, partners, client attention from Spain and globally. With this project, we also want to show to the world the amazing opportunities that Malaga and Costa del Sol may offer for international real estate and residential tourist entrepreneurs, innovators, startups, investors, and companies. Thanks also to Miguel Martín. Miguel is Spain High Commissioner in the World Business Angel Investment Forum and our collaborator in this activity. Now we are going to begin the session, and I give the floor to Mark Sanderson, Director of International Economic Development at the City of Malaga. Welcome, Mark. Thank you for staying here with us today.
Thank you very much, Maria. It's a pleasure to be here and to be a part of SIMED once again, an event that's been going on for many years, obviously, in Malaga, and we're proud to see it taking place this year, given the difficulties that everyone is experiencing across the world. So we appreciate everyone's participation today, obviously virtually and or in person if you can be here today in Malaga with us. Special thanks to Miguel Martín for organizing this and putting it together. We always enjoy working with him and appreciate his efforts, and hope we have a good session today with the elevator pitches and other presentations that we'll be seeing throughout the day. To get things started, I wanted to give a quick overview of Malaga and our innovative ecosystem here and things that are going on, both from a technology perspective, but also from obviously a real estate perspective. As mentioned, I'm the Director of International Economic Development. I've been here for almost a little over 11 years now, helping international companies relocate to the area, as well as investors, international investors making investments in Malaga and along the Costa del Sol. So for those of you who don't know Malaga, though, we would like to kind of give you a quick presentation and overview. So I will share my screen with you now, and we can look at a quick presentation that we have for you. Okay, so I know we have people connected from literally all over the world. I was looking at the list, obviously some countries in Germany, the Middle East, etc. It's great to have you all here. We, of course, wish you could have been here in person, but that's all right. We always like to, start off our presentations, especially international presentations, sort of giving you an orientation of Malaga. Obviously, we're here on the southern coast of Spain, a Mediterranean city with obviously mountains and beaches, and as you can see from this slide, a great port area with lots of cruise ships and things like that. So as we know, Malaga is straight south of Madrid. If you look at Spain, you look at the Iberian Peninsula, just to get you oriented there on the southern coast. It is actually the sixth largest city in Spain, but it's one of the important cities in the southern region, which is called Andalusia. You obviously have Seville, Malaga, Granada, Cordoba, as some of the major cities in this area. But Malaga, being a port city, is one of the more important, economic and technology hubs for this region. And certainly we'll talk a little bit more about its infrastructure and airport. It is, the birthplace of, as we know, of Pablo Picasso, the famous painter, and as well Antonio Banderas, who's doing lots of interesting things now in the city as well when it comes to theater. And so we're glad to have him involved in all of our development for the city. It's a city that obviously is full of history and culture. It's over 3,000 years of history, but it also has fantastic weather, a great climate, obviously nestled here between the mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. Means we have many days of sunshine and really mild climate throughout the entire year. So you can see the temperatures are very mild throughout the season. Given the great location and the climate, we've become a very international city. These are just some basic numbers about the international complex and the residents that live here. So as you can see, we have nationalities from all over the world. Obviously larger concentrations from European countries, from the UK, obviously Germany, the Nordic countries as well, but as well Morocco, Romania, Ukraine. You can see we have a large, international populations within the area. So these are individuals that visit here or live here part of the year. It's a very, the city is a very cosmopolitan and very obviously international city. And as a result of that, we, throughout the decades, we've actually built and established many international schools. So this is a reflection of the communities that are present here, the different nationalities. We have several, obviously, English schools, but as you can see, Finnish, German, French, Norwegian, Russian, and Swedish, different schools that are, teaching and following the curriculum in their host countries for individuals who want to send their children to those schools. So it's a very, as I said, international and city. We're one of the few cities that has over 40 consular agents. So again, obviously we're not a capital city like Madrid, so we don't have the embassies, but we do have over 47 consulates represented here in Malaga. And so again, reflecting the international nature of the city. We also are proud to have the University of Malaga. It's a public university, started over 40 years ago. It's a university, as you can see, with close to 35 or almost 40,000 students when you count some of the graduate programs and doctorates as well. It's a university that teaches all disciplines, but it's certainly stronger in telecommunications and engineering, and of course tourism, as well as medicine. And so, but again, you can study any subject here in the University of Malaga. We also have business schools as well. You can see from EADE as well as San Telmo, ESIC, and ESESA, some different both public and private business schools that are offering degrees, higher level degrees in those different areas, whether it's business or marketing in this case. So a great university environment and university culture here within the city. As I was mentioning, the internationalization of the city, we really pride ourselves on the infrastructure here. So even though we are the 6th largest city in Spain, we have one of the top airports in Spain. So it's either the 3rd or 4th, depending upon the year and numbers, as far as passengers. And of course, it's the most important for this region of Andalusia. We saw just close to 20 million passengers last year. And then we have direct flights to all over the city, all over the world, but certainly 137 destinations in close to 40 different countries. So again, a city, when you're looking at the size, just close to 1 million people, having this type of airport is extremely valuable, being able to connect to all parts of the world. You can see the direct flights. We're again very fortunate to have direct flights. For example, the United Kingdom, 22 direct flights, which is pretty impressive. We have sometimes more flights, and it's easier to get to London than it is from Madrid. So we're very well connected, as you can see, across Europe and internationally as well. I mean, you're looking at Israel, Qatar, as well as Russia and the United States. We do have direct flights to those cities as well. The cruise ship, the cruise industry and the port of Malaga has expanded tremendously over the last decade. We see more and more cruise ships every year. Obviously, this year, seeing a slight pause in that activity due to the current situation. But again, close to 500,000 passengers visit the city by cruises to Malaga, so that's great. But we also have imports and exports from our port, and it's a very important part of the economic development of the city. And finally, I'll mention the high-speed rail train. So being able to move around Spain to get to Madrid in less than 2.5 hours is extremely valuable for individuals and people who want to do business here in Malaga. So again, our infrastructure is fantastic. This is because of the foreigners that live here, the tourism that comes here, et cetera. Over the last couple of decades, the city has transformed from just being sort of a gateway to this area, the Costa del Sol and tourism, into becoming a popular destination, really. So, the actual city and urban destination, people now come and stay in the city of Malaga. And a lot of that's due to the developments over the last, again, 10 or 15 years. The mayor of Malaga has really helped push the city forward by bringing museums here. So we have obviously the Picasso Museum celebrating Pablo Picasso, but the Centre Pompidou from France, a Russian art museum from St. Petersburg, a fine collection from the Carmen Thyssen Museum of Spanish Art, as well as Contemporary Art Museum. But today we have over 38 different types of museum: an automobile museum, a interactive music museum. So it's pretty spectacular. The cultural offering now, which again, 20 years ago we had about 3 museums, and now we have 38 museums. So you've seen a tremendous increase in the offerings in Malaga, and therefore we saw that reflected in tourism, in the direct tourism in the city of Malaga. So you can see from this graph the growth again over the last couple of decades. Tremendous or exponential growth when it comes to tourism. So Malaga is the gateway to the Costa del Sol, but it's also becoming a popular urban destination, and we're very, very proud of that fact. Complementing, the cultural offering and tourism, Malaga is also a leader in technology and innovation. This is a map you can see of the ecosystem, which we call Malaga Valley. The city kind of being down to your right area where the cruise ships and port are. And up to the left, you can see the Andalusia Technology Park, which was started in 1992 with just 8 companies, but today has over 640 companies and close to 20,000 people working there. So you can see both local Spanish companies, but obviously multinational companies as well. When you look at DECRA from Germany, TDK from Japan, Oracle from the United States, Ericsson, we've got Fujitsu as well, Google, etc. So we have some of the big names, as well as some local success stories, as well as in Tienda Animal and Free Pick and Virus Total. These are local entrepreneurs that have been successful in creating and growing their businesses here within the ecosystem. But the ecosystem is important. It supports many different areas. We also, because of the presence of all these international and technology companies, have been involved in a lot of developments around smart cities. So using technology to improve the management of the city, whether it comes to, obviously pollution, water, energy, as well as, traffic control, and other devices as well. So you can see in this slide an application developed here in Malaga using augmented reality, which shows you, where the bus stations are. It gives you real-time information about when the buses arrive to those locations and which buses serve those locations. So, the city has been, very forward-thinking when it comes to smart cities projects, and been recognized both at a national and international level for some of the projects, the pilot projects we've done, especially around electric mobility, and as well as alternative energy. So there's a lot of activity focused at the Malaga Smart City Center. In addition to smart cities activities, we do have, and a part of the ecosystem is support for entrepreneurs. And so, the city itself, the people here have a very entrepreneurial spirit, and that is, reflected in the different business incubators and co-working spaces that we have around the city. The city itself operates 12 facilities. It's under the title of Pro Malaga. So we have different locations, both at the tech park as well as in the downtown or center of the city. And these facilities, provide training and courses for entrepreneurs, as well as just co-working space as well for individuals who just are looking for office space. But we have a lot of private initiatives as well. You can see from this slide, Telefonica, for example, operates one called La Farola, which is focused on the Internet of Things and, again, smart cities. We have Bolt, a private accelerator. We've worked with Harvard University for some sustainability projects as well, Ronda Mountain Think Tank, Principia Tech, and Malaga Startup. So, and Big Innova I'll mention as well. So these are, again, there's a lot of opportunities and support for entrepreneurs during the different phases, whether it's, startup, whether it's acceleration, they're looking for internationalization or funding. We have a tremendous ecosystem of business accelerators in that sense. And as I mentioned earlier, the university opened up a building about 3 years ago. It's called the Green Ray, or Rayo Verde in Spanish, as they say. And this is focused completely on global entrepreneurship. So here, this building, which is located on the campus of the University of Malaga, invites companies to set up their operations and to work with the students. They provide spin-offs and startup programs within this building, and it's been a tremendous focal point for bringing closer the students to the companies and inspiring ideas and new opportunities. So we're very happy to have the Green Ray here as well in Malaga. And more recently, in the last few years, we've also pivoted a little bit and started focusing on digital content. So as we all know, with the internet, people consume lots of digital content. You have not only the series that are being filmed and things like that, but digital content is the future for many industries. And Malaga is proud to have one of the first Spanish national digital content hubs. This is a facility that opened in 2017. It has, all the installations and technologies that you would expect. So there's lots of obviously augmented reality glasses, but as well as showrooms to demonstrate sort of how people are using augmented reality in the different industries. We have recording studios. There's lots of animation going on as well. So there's a large focus on video game design. There's also a professional esports team that has their headquarters there. In the digital content lab is called the Giants, that are sponsored by Vodafone. And in this facility, we organize different events, around the future of augmented reality, virtual reality, video game design and animation. There's also training courses as well. So this has become an important hub for all types of development. The University of Malaga also has a presence there and offers courses. So this is a great area if you're into the sector of digital content to set up your office or to coordinate with the companies, the other multinational companies that are there. Last year, I think we had about 7 or 8 different companies in Malaga recording different movies and series, so becoming a popular destination for that. When we look at the COVID situation, we're working on a reactivation plan, and so we're trying to focus on making the safe city for everyone. So we are currently working on that. Different practices. This event today, for example, is a hybrid event, obviously, but we're also doing rapid testing within here for the individuals that are here at the event. So the mayor and the city is very committed to creating a safe environment, and we look forward to welcoming people to the city. And finally, I'll just look at some of the reasons why people or companies have come to Malaga over the last few years, but the crux of it is the balance of the quality of life with the low cost of living here and operating costs. So we're a city, as I said, that is small in size, but offers all the benefits of a large international metropolitan city. So you can enjoy, professional football, basketball, things like that. Theater, obviously, Antonio Banderas has a theater here, but without the headaches and the problems and the cost of living in a major city. So, as the values of companies and individuals changes, people really look to a city like Malaga. There's a very dynamic city on the coast with mountains, lots of outdoor activities, obviously, and a great ecosystem that supports the different business activities and moving forward. So this is the reason that people are moving here. And of course, now we feel it's one of the best home offices in Europe as people are working from home. Why not work from Malaga? Have your kids go to international schools if that's your case, and just enjoy life and enjoy the city of Malaga. So I hope that gives you a quick overview of the city, how it's transformed over the last couple of years, what we're doing to help entrepreneurs like yourselves, and businesses in general, international companies. If you have any more questions, obviously we'd be happy to be in touch with you and listen to you with whatever your needs are from the investor office here in the city of Malaga. So I hope you all have a fantastic session today. I'll be listening into some of the pitches, and we look forward to the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mark. And now is the tour of Miguel Martín. Miguel, welcome. Good afternoon.
Hi everybody. I will be very quick, just to catch up because we are already in delay. So we have to be quite fast with the startup pitches. But obviously, I have to thank Pro Malaga, Mark, and Isabel for the support to SIMED and to this particular event. Obviously, also to the great international panel of experts and investors that we have. All of them, they have both experience in real estate market and innovation. So it's they has been very challenging to select the panel and to find the right people for giving feedback to the startup. So let me introduce you to the ladies first. I think is the most gentleman possible. So. Madame Tubatrekli from Saudi Arabia, Madame Ferias Nas from Bahrain, Mr. Leo Lo from Hong Kong, Mr. Patrick Katsiora, French-American living in Paris, and Mr. Mohammed Al-Rashidi from Kuwait. Sorry for not having more time to explain all the background, but you can be all pretty sure that they have a lot of to provide today from expertise in real estate innovation and startups. So we can move forward with the first startup that we'll be pitching, which is a startup from UK. I think that we have already Mark from IMATOP. Sorry if I don't say any, I don't pronounce in the right way any name or startup, but some of them can be quite tricky. So Mark, are you there? Mark? So if we don't have Mark, we will be with the next one. Hopefully we will catch up in the with the Mark later. Vladimir from Poland, from Croatia. Vladimir Kerep from Optimus Elevator.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So Vladimir, go ahead.
Okay.
You have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a second. First, I would like to take the opportunity to say hello to everybody, and now we can start. Okay, you see everything? Everything okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so company Optimus Elevator was founded a couple of years ago with the sole purpose in installing custom-made elevators in old buildings up to 4 floors. As it may appear easy, such installation can be very challenging because mentioned buildings were not designed for that purpose. In such buildings live around 700,000 people, at a great deal number that are retired people, families with small children, and disabled persons. As I mentioned earlier, it's not an easy task. Why not? From technical side, if you want to install an elevator which will pass technical inspection, you have all sorts of technical and safety regulations that you have to fulfill. If you have, let us say, unlimited budget so that you can make various modifications on building itself, it wouldn't be such a great deal, but such modification require permits, and permits take time, and time problem is manageable, but the budget problem not so. Our engineer, in cooperation with the rest of the team, has developed technical solution for custom-built elevators so that we can install an elevator in any building without making big and costly construction modification and still be cost-effective and affordable on the market. Such solutions are tailor-made for each elevator or for a group of similar elevators. The statistics showed that there are around almost 17,000 buildings that could use an elevator. Tenants living in almost around 12,000 of those buildings showed interest in elevator installation. Solid foundations have been made that installation of elevators in old buildings in Croatia are programmed to be subsidized at the rate of 85% through the European Social Fund's operational program of competitiveness and cohesion in the coming operation period starting from 2021. Similar projects were successful in some European countries in the past period, and the Association of the Retired from the Croatian Post and Telecommunications and Croatian Party of Retired have been lobbying together with the Croatian members of the Croatian Party at the European Parliament for the initiative. Estimation costs in regard to how many stories building has varies from 50 to 60,000 euros per unit. A strong increase in demand is expected in 2021. As the competition goes, there are a couple of companies in Croatia that try to copy and succeeded in copying some of our solutions and made some elevators, but the market has room for us and for such companies. As that goes for big elevators companies such as Kone, Otis, Schindler, and others, they are not interested in that specific part of the market because they do not produce custom-made elevators and have production lines for type elevators. They can make some adjustments.
Sorry for interrupt you, but you have already 3 minutes. By the way, I remember to all the speakers, okay, then they have to pass the slide themselves. You have been talking all the time with the same slide, but all the experts and investors have your deck, so they will have the opportunity, okay, to look at later. So. Okay. I don't know if any of the experts in the panel want to ask any question to Vladimir. So, Patrick, do you want anybody have questions?
Actually, I have a question. This is Tuba directly. I actually was dealing directly with this in several of our property investments. And I was wondering, what's the market size where you are at, and how big do you see this market?
The market, as I explained, is very big. We have estimated at around 17,000 buildings that could use an elevator, but at the moment we are doing one building at a time, and we are working through other companies because this company is solely made for such business, and as we didn't get any financing yet, we wouldn't like to go into business at this time without financing.
Thank you.
Okay, so we move to the next startup. Thank you, Vladimir, for your deck, from your pitch, and we are moving to Realco from the Konrad Okla is the person that will be pitching, and they are from Poland. Are you there, Konrad?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Do you hear me? I mean, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'll be now sharing the screen. Just let me know if you see that.
Yeah, it's okay.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, because I cannot see the shared screen. That's a tricky part with Teams right now. But
yeah.
Okay, so moving on, as I've got 3 minutes to tell everything about top 5 innovative company in Poland. Realco 24 is a PropTech solution for commercial real estate brokerage services, and we're a team of property peoples with over a decade of experience in dealing big offices, warehouse, and retail spaces, as well as tech people doing a real artificial AI intelligence to the engine. So that's slide 1. I'm not sure whether you see the slide number 2 right now.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, in this slide, we showed how other sectors of real estate were disrupted. You no longer need an agent or a human agent to rent holiday properties, as Booking.com disrupted holiday properties brokerage services in 1996. Then with Obama election in 2007, residential properties were disrupted by Airbnb. But there's still a question, what about commercial properties? Why do you need a human agent to sign long-term or short-term lease agreements for office, warehouse, or retail spaces? we know that this market has been dominated by several big countries, several big companies that have been dominated whole world. But now with the tech being so much developed, it's time to disrupt also this market. Another slide, you see that not only we've made tech disruption, we've also changed the business model. Instead of outdated listings, we do matched inquiries. Thanks to that, we can save the cost, lower the rent, make the process faster. And thanks to our IT, we've created the biggest database of commercial buildings and landlords worldwide. Yes, this is true. We've got over 60,000 buildings in over 17 countries right now. In the next slide, you see that without the technology, the commercial broker services in this market are very expensive and are not standardized, which is bad for us, well, tenant and the landlord. Only the broker wins, but we don't want brokers to win. We want the contract and landlords and tenants to win. Besides that, we not only do the search and lease part, or we also do the fit out. We help companies fit out their spaces, also with the matched inquiries, as well as usage such as cleaning services, catering, and stuff like this. And going to our Realco success and story and roadmap, we've been serving paying customers in Poland as big as landlords. We've already made revenue. We've got business angels that got their money back with the return. We've been nominated by the Polish government as a top 5 innovative company last year. We've created the biggest database worldwide, and now we've attracted the fund with top tech solutions, and we want to implement them. Correct. And we're trying to get ahead to another countries.
Conrad.
This is us. Yes, this is 3 minutes.
10 seconds, and it's okay.
Okay.
You already passed the 3 minutes. 10 seconds. Yeah. You want to say a last sentence?
Last sentence, if you have any questions, please write me an email or, well, first of all, thanks for being here with me.
Thank you. Thank you for trying to keep in time. So there is any expert that want to ask any question? If not, I will be allocated myself.
Patrick, I think you have your mic off.
Yeah, so are you a property management company? Is that what you do?
We are not managing. We're mostly our core business is brokerage services. So if you want to find an office, warehouse, or retail space, we do it via our tech.
Right. Thank you. I have to tell you, it's very unclear what you did. And if you're a brokerage company and you don't like to help brokers, there's a bit of conflict in what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, it's a longer dispute. Okay.
Well,
okay. So, all the pitches are available for the expert and investors. If anyone in the audience also have interest in contacting any of the startups, please contact SIMED or myself in LinkedIn or any other way that you have, and we will be happy to provide you the contact of the specific startup. So we move to
a quick question.
Sorry, Mohammed.
He was talking about the commercial. So this means shops and offices. I would like to understand how this being compared to whatever is happening today with the Regus. You know, Regus is everywhere, and they are also giving you specific.
Yeah, but the Regus, WeWork, and other companies are also our clients. They pay a commission to brokers to get their clients, but we compare the offers and give the best offer to the tenant. So sometimes it's not Regus, sometimes it's not WeWork, sometimes it's a big landlord with the dedicated space, because Regus is mostly focused on small spaces or even bigger spaces for short term. They don't do 10-year leases, stuff like this, especially not that developed countries. But Regus is one of our clients. We also got commissions from Regus. But what we do is long story short, we're booking for commercial properties. So we do tech-driven brokerage services instead of human-driven.
Sorry, Conrad. Today I'm not going to make a lot of friends, but I am the one keeping the time. So I will provide you the contact of Mohammed later if you want to continue with the question. I'm sorry, I don't like to be so harsh, but if not, we are not going to keep the time because we have a lot of startups talking today. So we are moving now to Amir from Hum Systems. Amir Humanfar from Germany.
Hey guys, hey, can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead,
great.
please.
Yes, perfect. So 1 second, I'm start sharing my screen. Hope you can see the presentation.
Yep.
Great. So, hey guys, my name is Amir from Berlin-based company Hum Systems. And today I present you our smart ceiling solution called Livy for Health and Security at Home. So as you know, so far the most important indicator for property valuation is always location, location, location. But many cities are suffering from the same problem, which is increasing environmental pollution and crime. So we believe that the future indicators of property valuation will change from only location to life quality and service availability. But the question is, how can you identify those indicators where it matters most, which is inside homes? So our solution is an all-in-one smart ceiling station, which you can see here on the ceiling, which combines home security, health and comfort, and connectivity features. So we have a device within camera as well, within camera optional, without a camera. We detect smoke alarms and CO and gas warnings. And in terms of health and comfort, we measure CO2, CO, air quality, temperature, humidity, as well as noise level and light level. So we can get a very good insight about the health quality of a room. In terms of connectivity, we have a built-in Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa software, so you can access their services. And with a built-in LTE chip and Wi-Fi, we have direct access to the internet, and we can use the device also as a Wi-Fi repeater. Our go-to-market strategy is to focus on early adapters on the B2C, so to spread the word of mouth, build distribution partnerships with the real estate sector, energy sector, and insurances, and cooperate with governments as we are doing in Berlin for smart city projects. We see our focus market in the smart security with a total volume of 30 billion euros, and our forecast for 2024 shows 80 million revenue in 2024. Shortly about us. We are founded 2017 in Berlin, currently with 18 employees, doing completely hard and software development in-house and manufacturing the devices by ourselves. We have an existing cooperation with Vattenfall. They combine our product in their electricity contracts. So we have traction of 50,000 manufactured devices, more than 12,000 active users, and our user base is growing twice faster than we are manufacturing devices. So I'm happy to answer your questions now, and we can also get in touch after this session. Thanks a lot, Miguel.
Thank you, Amir. You just do it perfect timing. So Patrick have a question, but Ferial, Patrick, go ahead. Patrick, you have your micro unmute. No.
Your strategy is B2C?
Well, it's our strategy is it's a B2C product, so we focus on residents because they need to use it daily.
That's fine. So we don't have a lot of time. So but the thing is that most of you're making money with a B2B contract right now with a company that sells 50,000 units.
Exactly.
Okay,
so Vattenfall is taking them.
There's a real conflict there. You're B2C, but the way you're making money is B2B. So you need to decide which one you are. Are you B2B? You're really B2B to C.
Exactly.
Yeah, you need to say that.
Okay, perfect. I don't know if Madam Ferial Nas or Leo have any questions.
Yes, I do have a question. I wanted to ask, actually, this is very interesting project, and I wanted to see what is their competitive edge here? How do they stand differently? Is there any similar product in the market? I want to know how innovative is this? I mean, compared to what's available in the market.
Yeah, so there are very few devices which are multi-sensor devices for the ceiling. At least there's only one other competitor having the same approach than we have.
Is the competitor in Germany, or you are talking about worldwide?
It's a Swedish company. It's a Swedish company.
So there is only one company that can compete with your device?
At least from the business model and the way they approach the market. So of course you can see the smart home market as a competitive market, but their approach is to sell hardware. Our business model is hardware enabled. So actually the money is in the services we provide within the app, but in 3 minutes it was a little bit hard to explain the whole business model.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I will be happy to put you both in contact later after the pitch.
Thank you.
So we are moving to Lintil from Ireland, and the speaker will be Emmett Creighton. Sorry for my pronunciation. So are you there, Emmett?
Yeah, I am, Miguel. Thank you very much. And you can see my screen?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, guys, thank you for having me. Home buying is one of the most stressful and exciting things you will ever do. So when we started Lintil, we had one clear mission: to improve the experience of buying a property. The process of buying a home is awful. It's complicated and it's stressful. And despite the complexities, you're alone to navigate your way through mortgage interest rates, structural surveys, price negotiations, and endless legal jargon. Furthermore, home buyers spend between 10,000 and 30,000 euros on services alone before they buy their home. That's billions on lawyers, surveyors, and insurance every year. Lintil is an end-to-end property buying experience for the customer. We are a virtual property buying assistant directly from your phone. The home buyer can now find their next home, get their mortgage, engage a solicitor, buy insurance, get a survey, connect their utilities, and much more. And they can also track the progress of each of these services in one place. Virtually every home buyer uses a property search portal to find their next home. That means for every one portal using Lintil software, we get access to millions of home buyers and, importantly, a revenue share of each of these. What differentiates Lintil is that we do not compete with existing players. Our software integrates directly into the property portal CRM so they can control the home buyer's journey from start to finish. We have now partnered with Ireland's largest property portal to provide the first virtual home buying assistant in the world. We have now access to the entire Irish home buying market, and we have made over 100,000 in revenue. We are nearing 1,000 home buyers per week, and we will have over 100,000 users by the end of 2021. We plan to make our software available through the Salesforce App Exchange and work with the top 84 property search portals in the world. Our business model with property portals is a win-win. They provide us with users and we provide them with a share of the commissions. We provide sales qualified leads to service providers, and in return, we get a commission on every single one. We know this market very well. Personally, as the son of a property developer and as a banking, corporate and property lawyer, I have been in this market professionally for my entire life. Our founding team includes my friend, longtime friend and co-founder, Jonathan McLaughlin. Jonathan is an expert technologist and problem solver. We are accelerating really, really fast. We are always looking for introductions to the property market, help in identifying new talent, and smart money to bring us to the next level. We are Lintil, and we are simplifying property purchases. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmett, for keeping on time. So Leo is the only one that didn't ask. In case that you have a question, or if not, I will give the word to any other of this.
Yeah, thank you for finding me out. I'm listening to all the pitches. So one question to the presenter. Sorry, I forgot your name, but
Emmett.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So any specific tech you're using, say, because I came across some similar platforms around the world, and some of them emphasize that they are using blockchain things for simplifying the home buying process, to put the legal documents on the ledger, such that they can basically reduce the transaction cost. So yeah, can you let us know more about any plan in using tech, not necessarily to be a blockchain, but any tech you can specify?
What we're doing, we are a CRM play. So what we are doing is we are simplifying the process from end to end. What our competitors doing with blockchain and everything else, they're identifying one part of the process and trying to simplify that using some advanced technology. What we are doing is we're taking a holistic view and looking at the buyer's journey from start to finish. And what the key differentiator with us is that we are improving the journey from start to finish. And all of the service providers, all they want is more work, and all the home buyer wants is an easier process. What technology we use after that, it really makes no difference, as long as you're buying your house and it's easy.
Okay. I think you, Madam Tuba, directly want to make a question.
Yes, so Emmett, great work. My man, I have been using these platforms for the last 7 years. One of the things I noticed is my favorite is still Zillow. Whatever anybody else does, I mean, those guys are ahead of the game. They're in every market and they're growing so fast. What do you want to do to become, across at least the Europe region, or spread your wings to bigger real estate markets?
So what we're trying to do is that we're providing a platform whereby the agents using Zillow and all of the MLS agents in the US will have a process where they can pick the best insurance company, the best lawyers, the best surveyors, the best utility companies, and make it really, really easy. What we are in Europe is we are a digital buyer's agent, whereas in the US, you have personal buyer's agents, and we don't plan to remove them, but just make their job really, really easy. Where Zillow has made all their money in the last couple of years is mortgage referrals. We get referrals from mortgages, insurance, lawyers, surveyors, moving companies, utilities, many more. We offer 17 new services. So if you're on Zillow and you're looking to buy your home, we will service every other need you have before you get your keys.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Sorry, Tuba. So perfect. We have to move even faster than we are moving. So I'm sorry for being so harsh. So we are moving now to Informatics. It's Mohammed, from the Lithuania, USA, and Iran. It's a real international company. So go ahead and pitch your company, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I will share my presentation. Is it okay?
Not yet. Now it's okay.
Yes, my name is Mohammed Aghababai from an international team. My startup is Informatics. It's try to improve the user experience of customers by using IoT Notion and Informatic, InsurTech. In fact, its purpose is to mitigate failure and monitor the component in the home by use of internet technology. As you can see, our value proposition is lie in inborn characteristic of IoT and which are convenience, reliability, controllability, and our mission is to implement and design a software that interface between insurance companies and customer in order to handle the current problems. And the problem and the solution. The history of our startup is that when one of my current team member asked a solution about is there any solution to notify us from a fire in the home, I answer yes. We can rely on IoT technology because we can implement sensors, and moreover, we have developed a no-code programming platform that can handle the issue and mitigate us the difficulty that can face with customers. We have suggest 3 package to customers, which are customers which can be implemented in building factories, and there are free plan, basic plan, and gold plan. Which is a gold plan is a comprehensive solution, can be consists of a lot of sensors, and a comprehensive solution for a smart home indeed. And our revenue stream is based upon subscription fee, which is about 5% of the cost of hardware solution offered to customers, and it can be paid yearly.
Sorry for interrupting you, but the 3 minutes are gone. So there is any question from the panel, or we?
Yes, I have a quick question.
Okay.
So it's not clear over here. You are having a hardware. Do you have a device that you are mounting inside the home to monitor any fire accidents?
Yes, we have a comprehensive solution, one software which based on no-code programming and microservice architecture, and this hardware solution we consist of a lot of sensor kits, for example, a smoke detector, and it can be and we can apply other sensor from different company, but we had devised them individually.
Okay, I will be sending you, Mohammed, the information after the demo day. So we move to the next one. Is Q2 Smart Lock? Is a British Polish startup, and the pitcher will be, or the speaker will be, Arek Kozikowski. Are you
Hello,
there,
everyone.
Arek?
Good morning. My name is Arek Kozikowski. I'm the founder of Q2 Smart Locker company. Our goal is to become Europe's leading smart locker dry cleaning services provider with a 24-hour access delivered through the lockers supported via specially designed and app with
Arek, sorry for interrupting you. You are not sharing the screen. I don't know if you want to share it or not.
Oh, yeah, of course. 1 second. Is 1 second. 1 second is the problem. Okay, now it's okay.
No, we see you. We don't see the screen.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. With this strategic location of our lockers will be easily accessible to everyone and everywhere. Global smart locker market is currently worth 900 million and will grow at 18% through 2027. There's a strong evidence that consumers have embraced using smart lockers and similar secure collection systems. Our lockers unit is able to generate significant annual yields via cost of the manufacture and installation. For example, produce in barge of 100 lockers should generate an annual yield of 676% of revenue and 335% on the gross profit basis. Q2 singular unit is generating from just 4 transactions per day, average spend of £25, 36,000 in gross revenue per year with strong gross margin of circa 50%. Statistics shows that out of the app owners are 75% converted customers who are using our services successfully, also due to our comparative prices. We are expecting our turnover in first year will be 1.5 million, gross profit over 700, year two over 4 million, gross profit to over 2 millions, year three 10 millions, gross profit over 5 millions. Our lockers feature modular system boxes designed specially for dry cleaning services and parcel in the future. Box controller, touchscreen, design and build everything in Europe, and payment terminal.
Sorry, you have 10 seconds more if you want to say a last
sentence. Okay, we are planning to introduce the smart parcel locker to be launched in the future 2021. Thank you very much.
Okay, perfect. Any questions from the panel? No questions. So I think that I will try to send your pitch to your presentation to the investor. They already have access to all the pitches, but I will try to send a special link for you because of the problem with the screen sharing.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for the issues. Thank you.
We are moving now to a Spanish company that will be pitching in English. It's a Real Fund, and the speaker is Jose Caballero. So, Jose, you are.
Hello. Good morning. Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you see my presentation?
Yeah, we can see. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Real Fund is a blockchain provider that's providing a solution for real estate companies. We use blockchain technology as a way of improving basically the funding for real estate developers. As you know, we live in a digital age, and fortunately we can use technologies like crowd lending, networking to solve some problems that we have, some pains that we have in funding solutions, entry barriers, lack of information, poor liquidity, etc. Small real estate developers often don't have money or don't have funding in the banks or traditional funding ways. So the proposal of Real Fund is to provide a layer of blockchain on top of a real estate crowd lending solution. So we are going to provide the real estate developer something beyond the crowdfunding or crowd lending. And what is that? These are the tokens. What is a token? A token, it's a digital representation of the ownership of an asset. For example, a real estate developer is trying to get some funding for his project in loan, and 100 people give money to this real estate developer. We are going to represent in a digital asset called token. And what is this token for? You can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it in a way that you couldn't do in the traditional ways of funding. So we are having access to global investors 24/7 for all kinds of investors, fractional investment, etc. What we do is due diligence the project. We give the technological tools, payments, scroll, smart contract, etc. We launched the STO. Actually, we have already launched the first STO security token offering done in Spain for a real estate loan. And we partner with the real estate developer after the birth of the loan. We use Ethereum technology so far. And our main value is the liquidity we are providing with these tokens, okay? Our revenue model is simple. It's a flat fee for each STO and a percentage depending on the amount of the funding achieved. And we are a team, a small team so far, but very, very efficient and with great skills. And that's all. We are looking for partnership and funding. Thank you very much.
I don't know if any. I would like to give the word to Mohammed Al Rashid. And I know well that he's a very he's very inside of the blockchain wave. But if there is any other panelist that want to ask, Mohammed, do you want to say something?
Yeah. I would like to ask about the service, actual service you are offering. Are you offering the tokenization, or are you doing the registry, the custody? A lot of noise, I believe, is happening.
Yeah, I don't know who is MAB, M-A-B, but you have to unmute.
Okay, what we do is the legal and compliant tools in a way that this STO, security token offering, is made so far in Spain, compliant with Spanish laws. And we do the blockchain part in the tokenization. So we release and deploy the smart contract who are going to issue the tokens. And we offer the custody as well. We do whatever the client wants, the investor wants. If he wants, we send the tokens for keeping, and if he doesn't want the token, we keep them for them. So we do the whole thing.
Okay. And how is the secondary market? Is it legal?
Sorry.
Secondary market. Now you are in the secondary market.
We are in the secondary market.
Yeah, we are doing this first year. We are just finished it. So we are sending now the tokens and the secondary market.
No. My question about the real estate. The real estate now, when you generate tokens, you would like to change the ownership now between the owners of those tokens to another one.
We are tokenizing assets related to a real estate product, like debt, equity, or revenue, but not
related.
Not the real estate itself,
real estate.
Because it has some legal problems and some operational problems. So what we do is to tokenize assets related or backed by the real estate business or asset.
Okay, it's clear. Okay, so there is any other question from the ladies or?
I have a question, Miguel. How do they? The investors who's going to buy those tokens, how do you ensure that or secure that investment that they will do and buy those tokens?
Okay, first of all, every investor has to have a relationship between risk and profit. So we are going to provide all the information about the guarantees that the real estate developer is offering. It is going to depend in each project. Some projects will have more guarantees, like maybe a mortgage, and some don't. But obviously the profit, the yield has to be higher with less guarantees. So what we must be absolutely confident is that the investor has all the information to make a decision about investing or not.
Okay, sorry for interrupting you. We have to move ahead. I will try
thank you very much
to provide all the connections later. So we are moving now to Brick Spaces, a startup from India, and the speaker is Madhusudam. Sorry if I didn't say in the right way, but go ahead, please.
Sure. Can you all see my screen?
No, we see your icon, but not the screen.
Share it. How about now?
No, you have to. Now we.
Or let me. Yeah, okay. Can you see? Okay. Anyways, let me start.
I think that you are connecting from a mobile and you don't have enough coverage.
But let me start, Miguel. Thanks for the opportunity.
We move to the next one, and we will try to catch up later with you. Sorry, we don't have time for. So we are moving now to Achieved from Madam or Miss Evrat Judovich from Israel. So are you there, please?
Yes, good afternoon, everybody.
Okay. So,
hola, amigos.
Okay, perfecto. So go ahead, please. We are.
Thank you, Miguel, and thank you, everybody, for this wonderful opportunity. My name is Efrat, and I'm from Israel. I'm one of the co-founder of Achieved, and I'm very happy to share with you today what we are going to do and actually doing these days to the real estate sector. So I was born and raised to a grandpa and father in the real estate industry that our finest gadget in the office was the FYCMA. Well, you know, in the real estate area, which is the largest market in the universe, there is a lot of very nice developers and very nice investors. The communication between them is like in the 80s. Most of them are still using simple PDF, sending by emails. In Achieved, our mission is to take this world into the digital era. And actually, we are going to enable each developer and each manager to create a digital asset on our platform. I wish to show you how our platform looks like. Just a quick slide that you can understand this beautiful opportunity that you can have using our tool. So as you can see, we are taking the reports using AI technology and making it seem so friendly to the users and very welcoming to investors. This is the investor point of view, where the developer has a super friendly system where you can just throw all the files and we create this magic. In order to understand how and such, we would love to invite you to our website and enjoy a live demo. Our general vision is to become the go-to market communication platform for any type of investments. Our technology will allow the investment manager to create a comprehensive overview of the investment using AI that automatically build the investment data. So I am very excited to share it with you and to let you know that we are now raising our seed round. We have offices in Israel. We're working with great developers all over Europe, the US, and we just started, thanks to the peace efforts, with Dubai and our neighbors as well. This day, we are working on making our system even more automatic and friendly. And we are welcoming new clients while we already have more than 100 interesting projects on the system.
Okay,
thank you.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. Leo or Patrick, that you didn't talk for a while. do you have any questions, or if not, I will give the word to anyone else.
So far, I have no
This sounds like a Facebook for real estate developers. Is that what this is?
Oh, actually, it's very interesting what you are saying, but we like to see ourselves similar to Carta. Are you familiar with Carta?
No,
Carta is a website in the US that allows every investment manager in the venture capital to manage his investments in different startups. So we are allowing it using our platform to every investor and developer to manage their investment. We are a tool, communication platform.
Okay.
For reporting.
Sorry, Leo, I think that you wanted to ask something. Leo?
No.
Sorry, Lo. Sorry.
No worries. More questions?
Okay, so if there is no more questions, we move ahead, and I will be. We are talking with Urbest from France, and the speaker is Hugo Gervais.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Miguel, for this opportunity. And today I will talk to you about a collaborative platform for property management and operations in real estate.
Okay, go ahead, please.
So, you should see it.
Yeah, we see the presentation. Go ahead.
Okay, so our approach is to collaborate more easily people within buildings. So it's three kinds of people. People who are occupiers, who could be employees, who could be tenants in buildings, who could be public servants. The second categories are the property managers and office manager, people in buildings who supervise everything, and at the end of the chain, the suppliers. And we realized that historically, these people are mostly working in silos. So our objective is to remove the bricks, improve the communication between all these people to get jobs done. So our focus is the jobs performed in buildings. For that, we approach asset and property managers, which can be in the healthcare sector, in office management, in social housing, in education for campus and universities. And we also team up with facility managers, companies such as NG, Bouygues, Vinci Facilities, all these kind of players. And from time to time, we also approach directly main occupiers, which could be strong tenants with expectations like Paris La Défense in France. In short, the value we provide is to contract the timeline, to simplify how things get done and remove all the frictions when people have to process jobs in facility management or in renovation. And so it involves simplicity to request jobs, simplicity to track it, and also produce analytics and call to actions. Simply said, it's collect, track, and rate jobs. People like it for traceability. They like it to improve the tenant relationship between a supplier, somebody in a building, and the supervisor, and also in order to collect data and establish maintenance strategy. The benefits, so concretely, it's time saved, about 1 hour per day for people on the field. It also removes a lot of friction to set up the system. So you could be familiar with CMMS or CAFAM system. With our approach, we remove all the cost of training and the cost of maintenance and all these hidden costs that usually real estate companies have to bear. Also, in average, we get 4.9 stars for the suppliers who perform jobs through our platform. So it's a really good way for them to boost their satisfaction for their clients.
Okay, sorry for interrupting you. There is any question from the panel?
Yes, I do have a question, Miguel. I mean, I want to ask the startup, do they have KPIs, indications like user-related KPIs, financial KPIs, product-related KPIs, and how are they dealing with the customer problems and determining the solutions? Are they on top of those things since they are pitching?
So in terms of KPIs, today we have about 3.5 thousand users. We have a growing number of jobs covered every month. So the curve on the right shows our growth on the last few months. So right now we are having a strong growth in terms of service delivered through the platform, and for now we deliver the software purely as a service. From time to time, we give advisory about good practice or how people could improve their automation, and occasionally we could have this role to help property management if needed.
Okay, I will be happy to put you both in contact so you can see the KPIs of the startup. We are back to Brick Spaces. If it is possible. Thank you, Hugo. Sorry for interrupting you. So go ahead, Brick Space.
Sure. Can you hear me, Miguel?
Yeah, we can hear you. Are you going to share the screen or you are going to pitch like that?
I think I'll go ahead. So looks like first of all, thanks for the opportunity from SIMED. A quick brief about myself. I'm Madhu from Bangalore, India. Earlier was in MNCs, handled more than $2 billion projects, and then quit and had earlier startup, took an exit and started Brick Spaces. What do Brick Spaces do? Basically, there is a huge problem with transactions in India, so everything is manual. And also there's a property management where nothing, there's no technology involved in these things. So what we do is we do core services of space discovery, space closure, space optimization, and space management. So we have two technologies built: one for the transactions, one for the property management or the space management. So what we are currently doing with respect to the transactions is we have built an engine called RET, that is Real Estate Transaction Tech Engine. So where we take care right from space discovery to the managing. And then there's another software which we built for Brick 360, that is property management, right from visitor management to all the facility management, and then banking. All of these is handled using Brick 360. Brick 360 is a global product where we are using for already developed countries and emerging countries, and the RED transaction engine we are looking mostly into India. So currently the market pre-COVID for Brick 360, that is property management software, was around $3 billion opportunity. Currently, because everything is, we see that next decade, everything will become technology in real estate. So we already there is a jump in the market. There's already a $23 billion opportunity for property management software. Just a quick background. We started in 2019, June 2019. We managed 3 properties in 3 months. We were awarded as the most promising startup by Global Entrepreneurship Grid last year. Now we have expanded into a few other cities as well, and then we have started looking into expansion into Dubai and Abu Dhabi for property management software. Currently, with respect to last 1 year, we have made transactions of around $200,000. Currently, we are looking at raising around $500,000. We have already secured $250,000 from one of the top unicorn startups, that is Freshworks. And then we have remaining $250,000 opportunity. This is basically a seed round which we are closing. So we see a huge demand going forward. Basically, when I say transactions, there's a lot of scope for warehouses where technology is required. Today there's not much of technology there. So we're using those kind for that. Okay. And that's basically what it is. and the investment is looking for upgrading technology and
Sorry for interrupting you. The time is off. By the way, I remind all the speakers that they have to share the screen. You didn't share the screen, but we have listened your story. I will try to provide the pitch if any of the panelists is interested. There is any question from the panel? Okay, so sorry, we are very bad on time, so we move to the next one. Startup. Thank you, Brick Space, for being with us from India. I know it's late already there. So, Violeta Mitsova from M-Climate from Bulgaria. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
I just wanted to say hi and that I'm very happy to join you, and I'm going to share my screen so that hopefully you can see. Can you see it?
No, we see the icon. No, we don't see the screen.
Can you see it now?
Now it's okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so M-Climate is an IoT company that designs and manufactures devices and software solutions that provide monitoring, comfort, control, and energy consumption control. We develop those range for smart homes and smart buildings, and we're currently present in over 70 countries where we've developed over 20 devices. We were recently recognized as one of the fastest growing companies in Bulgaria. Our products are easily controlled by a user-friendly app in over 20 languages, and we control over 80% of the energy consumption in any building. It's not only home, it could be an office or a public building. And we generate savings of 15 to 30% depending on the current installations in place. Our B2C and B2B2C offering is quite broad, and I'm not going to go through all the details, but it broadly covers energy efficiency, home comfort, which are smart cleaning robots, and security and monitoring. The one I'm more keen to talk about is our B2B offering, and that offering is based on LoRaWAN as a technology instead of Wi-Fi. Why LoRaWAN? LoRaWAN offers a long operational range of up to 15 kilometers. It has a great penetration through walls and goes into parking and up to 7 floors. It has a long battery life of up to 10 years, which requires no maintenance. And it has low CapEx and OpEx investment requirement, even for very large scale projects. So the range here is narrower, but we are increasing it. And currently we can control over 60% of the building's energy use. We can measure temperature, we can control the water flow and prevent leaks and flooding. And we also measure the air quality index, which is a combination of CO2, and we notify tenants if they need to ventilate a room. This is a quick overview of how the solution works. If you're not familiar with LoRaWAN, we connect the sensors and actuators in a building. They send signals to the LoRaWAN gateway. It's a very cheap investment, and it's only one gateway for 15 kilometers. That communicates with the LoRaWAN server, and that communication from the server goes to an app that the tenant uses, or an enterprise, which is used by building management. We also do white label solutions where we use existing IoT platforms and existing applications. The addressable market is huge. It's for smart homes alone, it's only projected to grow very quickly to 150 billion by 2023. We believe that the smart buildings is even bigger, but we couldn't quantify that on time. With the EU funding initiatives for green deals and smart buildings automation, we believe that the market is much bigger than the smart home itself. These are some of our current clients. They are energy and utility companies, energy management contractors, telecoms, and building management companies. And we're looking to expand to work with them, plus join efforts with insurance and integrators to offer a complete solution. Advantages of competition, it's low cost production because we're based in the EU, and we have a great experience with LoRaWAN due to our in-house engineering teams. This is another overview of our competition. The market is very mature.
Sorry for interrupting you. You have one sentence more, and
yeah. Our recent use cases are in office buildings, in residential buildings, and in government public buildings, where we've made savings of 15 to 33% already.
Okay, so any questions from the panel?
I would like to say that this is a very impressive project. Well done. And I wanted to know just the size of the team that you have, the staff, how big is the team that you have to manage all of this?
We are currently 10 people, 8 of which are engineers, so 4 software, 4 hardware, and it's me and the CEO doing all the business development. So I think most of the funding we require is to grow our business development teams. Currently, the companies are coming to us by themselves because we are the only one providing LoRaWAN as a connectivity for thermostatic valves. So we really need the funding to actually
What
grow
is your strategy for expansion then, if you are only 10 people? And
what are we thinking about expansion?
What is your strategy for expansion, for globally? I mean,
our product is already sold globally, so we're not thinking of opening offices. We're just thinking of hiring more people who can work remotely in the current environment from various points in the world. And we're just thinking to focus on the smart buildings proposition that also goes into B2B2C, where big telecoms and utilities resell to their end customers.
Great. Violetta, I know we're short on time. Please send me your deck. I'd love to talk to you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, a quick question. Why LoRaWAN and how is this frequency? Is it been licensed in your country? Is it a license?
Because it's a license. Yeah, it's an open source. I have to check about the various countries. There's many companies and countries who adopted it already. It's free to use, and it's only a gateway requirement for each building. But you need to have someone who's already done the infrastructure investment. It's usually the incumbent telecom or a utility company that does the investment to start with.
No possibility to work with 5G? Because 5G is the ultimate.
Yes, it works with 5G. But if we go into a technical discussion, I will show you the details how LoRaWAN actually is jamming other frequencies, and at the later stage, it will be the prevailing technology over Wi-Fi, Sigfox, Zigbee, and Z-Wave.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we are moving to the last startup, and we will try to catch up with the one that was missing in the first place. So go ahead. We have UpToClick from Mexico. They were pitching at the afternoon, but they moved to the morning because they have a problem for the afternoon. So go ahead, Goffredo.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Goffredo Rossi. I'm the founder of UpToClick, the smartest way to buy a house month by month without stress. In Mexico, there is a huge opportunities. 9 out of 10 of Mexicans want to buy a house, but 45% do not enough money. And 3 out of 10 Mexicans have a bad credit scores and cannot get a credit or receive attention by a traditional bank. There is a huge opportunity in Mexico. There is a giant country, and 54 million of Mexican workers, 52% are informal workers not attended by a traditional bank. Of this 52%, 20% have a bad credit score. For this reason, I create UpToClick. UpToClick is the first marketplace in Latin America that you can get an access to buy a house, 20% of the house in 18 months without interest. After 18 months, you can pay the other 75% with our mortgage or non-bank alternative loans if we have a bad credit score. And right now, we only focus in foreclosed homes. Why we focus in foreclosed homes right now? Because they are 30% more affordable than second homes and 40% more affordable in prices than pre-sales homes. Our business models is 5 commission free agent for 100% open account with half to click, 5% of the rent for 18 months, and we get 1.5% from the cost of the house for mortgage fee. We are a strong number right now. Our profit in 2020 were more than 35, and we expect in 21 a margin profit more than 40%. Right now we have more than 100 sales in more than 10 states in the Mexico, and we have alliance with BBVA Open Innovation, is a famous bank in Latin America in the world. And for any inquiry, contact me at info@aptoclick.com. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, thanks, Goffredo. So any question from, I think that Madame Tuba directly, do you want to ask any question, or if not, you want to give us your yes. 1 minute feedback? Because I know
thank you so much. God bless. First of all, thank you so much for having us in this incredible event. I fell in love with the city of Malaga just by seeing the presentation at the beginning. So I work for the mayor's office as well here in Jeddah. I have to share all your great work that you're doing in innovation and exciting the global entrepreneurs, basically to bring them into Malaga and the prop tech, which is the largest market we have currently in the Middle East as well. Looking at everybody that is, pitching today, 3 things we face as a challenge, and I would like to put this as, for anybody who wants to access the Middle East with their startups. One is paying of commission. This is always a challenge. Once people find things on the internet, they are under the assumption that it's just a search engine. So obviously, I don't have to pay anything for the the commission. So we have a problem with collection in these platforms. Second thing that we experience is the actual location of the property is never the actual location that's shared with PropTech platform, because people want the actual commission to be paid in cash. They put wrong information and they just say contact me. So it still has a big connection to the physical world. And the third is the amalgamation of blockchain, AI, and VR technologies, and bringing together the right of the customer to know whatever was wrong or whatever was done to a house from the beginning of its first construction year. And these are challenges. Within the pitches that I have seen, I've seen at least 4 of them that are of key interest. I would like to engage with the founders later on, but I'm very grateful to you, Miguel, and the team in Malaga. You guys are the best, and thank you so much for bringing us together. Thank you.
Thank you too. I really appreciate that you have been today with us. So,
any questions from AppToClick?
Yeah, AppToClick. Sorry, I will try to put you in contact with the expert if they have any question. We are already almost 10 minutes in delay. So, and there is another startup that is pitching right now. So Mark from Viewed, are you ready? From IMA. Mark, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, please go ahead, and you have 3 minutes, Bill.
Wonderful. Thank you. So my name is Mark Hagenauer. I'm the CEO of Virtual View app. And I'm going to show you our business model through a video.
Okay, please, Mark. Sorry for.
That's okay. Can you see it and hear it?
We see you. No, we don't see the video. Okay, explain your startup and send me later the link, and I will send the link to the experts. Okay, now.
Can you share?
We listen to the music, but we don't see the video. We
oh,
see
really? That's great.
The PDF.
In that case, because it tells me that I'm actually on.
Yeah, you are on. We are seeing you now. We were seeing the.
No, but it tells me that it is actually the video is on.
Yeah, we were listening to the music, but not the.
Which is great, but it's great. Anyway, so I can try again.
Sorry, Mark. I have to send me the link later for showing the video. I have to give the word to the speakers. They are already here more than they expected. So Madam Ferias, I know that also is. Do you have 1 minute to talk in case then you want to say a final word?
I just want to thank you, dear Miguel, for inviting me to be part of this very interesting panel and to hear to all those startups and interesting projects. I wish them all the best, and I will be contacting few of them directly after taking their contacts from you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Leo Lo, and I know that you are in Hong Kong, so it can be quite late for you. No, okay, maybe he has any problem. So, Mohammed Al-Rashidi, do you want to comment, final comments from you?
Yeah, I would like to thank you, Miguel, for giving me the opportunity to be part of this great panel and see these interesting opportunities that the startups are trying to offer to resolve some real economic problems. I believe in this industry, PropTech, there are a lot of disruption is happening, especially with the deep tech. So data is very important. Data in terms of the history and in terms of the future. So talking about data in terms of the ownerships, in terms of the maintenance. So I didn't hear anything about the maintenance so far inside these PropTechs and how they can manage the maintenance on behalf of the landlords with the tenants in a very efficient and automated way. The second thing is that prices. The pricing is keep fluctuating. So tenants, they would like to benefit from the best pricing in the market. At the same time, the owners of the properties, they would like to offer the best price that they will not make churn for their tenants in the future. So they try to be very resilient. So the resilient pricing, this has been experienced in Kuwait. So Kuwait with this COVID, lots of the rents being slashed. And during 2008, also the rents being slashed, so they can keep us inside the properties for our commercial offices. that kind of data is needed to be analyzed, and some reasoning can be generated and interference with the AI for that. Also, drones can be an interesting opportunity to visualize the entire experience of the property and the quality of the materials, and so you can go the exterior, all this kind of shooting to show a realistic look for the property before you buy. Diving into the VR and AR, this is another experience where you can see actually what you are buying as a land, how it will look like. This is for developers, how it will look like in the future, and I can buy the apartment with its look, and it can be filed as a guarantor and have a kind of unique address to be pulled out from the blockchain globally. So this basically what I would like. Deep tech is very important. After sales, you would like to have the smart automation for the house. So the technologies that we've been seeing, there are a lot of spectrum from monitoring all the security and safety of the house into offering the facilities of internet into the actual monitoring using the cams, and so it was very interesting, and wish all the startups a great. This is good that they are sustaining with that COVID-19 and they are ambitious and moving forward. This is what we need, and will be engagement. We'll engage with some of them to further go into kind of understanding the business model. 3 minutes was not enough.
Okay, perfect. I know. That we have to manage. We have to have less startup or more time next time. It's very clear for. And Patrick, please, we will have. We would like to have your final words, and I will try to give Leo Lo from Hong Kong when you finish.
Okay. Thanks, Miguel. Thank you to Malaga. I'm going to make a plane reservation so I can go there as soon as I possibly can. Because it looks, I've been there before. I was there with Miguel a little over a year ago. It's a wonderful area, and I look forward to spending more time there. For all the presenters, this is not an easy time to present. Some of you did a better job than others. You have to take these opportunities to present in front of any team, of any investors or any groups of people as if it was a live event. And therefore you need to practice your pitches more. There were a few outstanding presentations, but there were quite a few presentations that needed a lot of work. So you need to work on those. General comment to all of you that are looking at opportunities in real estate as a whether as a startup or not. Do not look at COVID as something that's going to stop opportunities. Look at it more as another opportunity. Probably in the US, we can expect that over 20% of the workforce is not going to be going back to an office. And you have to ask yourself, well, how are they going to still be able to work within an office? And what does that mean to the owners of properties that perhaps are looking at immediately at 20% vacancy rates in their properties? So I think this is going to have a long-term impact on the entire real estate market globally as companies readjust how they actually manage their workforces. So keep that in mind. I don't see it as a negative. I just see it as an opportunity. All right, great to be here. Miguel, again, thanks.
Thanks, Patrick. Leo Lo, we want your final words, if it is possible. You are there? Are you there, Leo? I see your hand rise, but maybe Hong Kong is too far away. Okay. Can you? No? Okay, so Maria Jose, so go ahead.
Okay, Miguel, thank you very much. Well, we are coming to the end of the session. We hope that this panel has been very useful. We would like to thank all participating startups, as well as the investors and experts who have been with us today, and of course, all the professionals that have joined us from different parts of the world. We invite you to future activities of SIMED INNOVA, and thank you very much, everybody.